Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another pre-recorded, not pre-recorded, post-recorded Stargrinding with Remblob with a very, very deep voiced Remblob. What I just did just then was a voice, but this is just my normal speech right now, which I mean, it's fun. That's like the one thing that um having COVID, in case that's yeah. Okay. First of all, I got COVID. Getting back from the trip, I'm back in Hawaii. By the way, excuse me while I fumble with accidentally not having the completed mark unchecked while I search for levels, but yeah, I got COVID when I came back from the trip, which so it might not be that bright of an idea to record. Oh my goodness, it's so lucky. It might not be that great of an idea to record a video all about talking. And I did have a pretty bad sore throat this morning, but I feel better now. I've been drinking a lot of liquids, a lot of tea, a lot of water. And honestly, like if you watched my Terraria video that I mistakenly put up today as a recording, which is Sunday, I was coughing a lot, but right now I'm going to cough a bit in this video, but it won't be as much, and like it doesn't hurt very much to talk. It doesn't hurt that much, but like I still want to like be a little bit careful, so I'm not gonna just I'm not gonna be like yelling and ranting and doing voices. It's gonna be pretty chill, which is, I mean, it's good for if you're watching this at night and you want to fall asleep, I guess. Because well, I don't really know how I sound, if that makes any sense. It's like your voice sounds different to other people. You know what I mean? And I'm never gonna watch this back, but I don't think it sounds like hoarse or like raspy or anything. It's just a lot deeper because um, that's how stuff works, I guess. And it has become apparent to me that the recording just freezes over. Oh, okay, so we're just gonna not see this level, I guess. Um, which is a shame because this level is kind of okay. Well, Jesus, even doing that kind of like cracked my voice a little bit. So like, yeah, I'm kind of not in a great state right now, but I mean, I it's also kind of fun to have a deeper voice that can go a lot lower than usual. But also, um, well, that's the first cough of the day. Not gonna be the last. But if you watch my Terraria video, I sound normal, I think, except for coughing a lot. that was some nice ice ASMR, ice chewing ASMR. But um, yeah, COVID. It unfortunately the first video the first star grinding video that I'm gonna be back from Hawaii recording from my trip, which was great by the way. I'm excited to talk about it. It's gonna unfortunately have to be delayed a video because I got the COVID, man, and I'm honestly really lucky because I've heard kind of horror stories of people who got it like earlier in the pandemic, and that sounds terrible, like actually having to be hospitalized. And even if you're not, just even if you don't have to be hospitalized, like even what Mega went through recently, where like I wanted to call when I was in on the trip. I wanted to call with him, but he said he literally could not speak. So I'm glad that never happened to me. I just had a fever, which does suck. I absolutely hate fevers. We also didn't get any like emergency symptoms that are like life threatening, and I also did not. Sorry. I also did not get any diarrhea, nor did I have to puke at all. So that's silver lining. And also, COVID did not affect my trip at all, which is nice. I was able to go see my college in perfectly good health. Um, I only got it the day that we left, and I probably had it on the plane ride back home, which is like, and we also took a ride from my grandpa back home from the airport, but it doesn't look like we got them sick. At least they haven't told us anything, which is nice. Hopefully, like I'd actually be really worried if they did, if my grandparents did actually end up getting COVID. But for now, for now, they're fine, which is nice. But yeah, I just basically had a fever. I had muscle pain, basically just like flu symptoms without the throwing up, obviously, but it was just flu symptoms. And but like fevers are never just like fevers are like they put you out of commission. Like they they kind of really suck. I didn't have a bad fever, but and it only lasted like a day, which is why I was able to record the Terraria episode that I mistakenly uploaded yesterday, because I did not feel the fever anymore, and I felt fine, even though getting mad at Isaac and like having a normal quote unquote day did not really help my sickness, because I still had it. At least I'm assuming I do. I have not tested myself since I tested positive, but I'm we're just gonna wait until like I feel like pretty much all better until we do another test to see if we are negative or not. But yeah, it kind of sucked, but it thankfully did not suck as much as I thought it would going into it because I had like a fever and all these like I just felt really blech. Like I had some like great Chinese food coming back, but not Chinese food. It's like Hawaii Chinese food. It's like a if I said the food name, you wouldn't know at all what it is. But yeah, we had that, and I just like it filled me up, but it didn't like it's kind of weird. Like it filled me up, but it didn't really like do anything for me in like a satisfaction type of way. Like I was hungry and it did fill me up, but like and because it's like Chinese food, it's really greasy and shit. Also, it just felt bad afterwards. And so just I just crashed and tried to get as much rest as I could. Oh yeah, and like another thing I forgot to mention, like my whole family, except for my mom, got it, which is, which was like, thank God, because we would not have been able to function like at all. Because like one thing that sucks, that really sucks, and even now, it's still like the situation is still like not the best. Like when you go on a trip, like before you go on a trip, you empty out your fridge so that nothing just rots in there for 2 weeks um everything while we're out having fun riding roller coasters and eating fantastic steak dinners. So yeah, that kind of sucked because we did not have literally any food in the fridge. Like something that would have benefited me a lot was if we had like fruit or like healthy stuff in the fridge. But instead, what I ate for dinner was some spam and rice. So, not exactly the best sick person food. I would have liked some like tomato soup or something, but we did not have such luxuries. So, yeah. And even today, we just had like pancakes for breakfast. I don't think I haven't consumed a fruit since I got back. Um, Actually, I have. I had some pasta with tomato sauce and bacon yesterday for dinner, but like, come on. And like, although it does suck, I'm very grateful that like my mom didn't get it, or else she would not have been able to like cook stuff for us, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, it the whole thing just kind of sucked. I basically felt really bad for a day, but then I kind of recovered. Like the next day, my fever went away, but I still had like a sore throat and cough, obviously, but no fever. So that was good. But I still didn't feel great. I mean, turns out just endlessly grinding and molding at games every day isn't really a good life model. So yeah, I do want to change that, but for now everything is just on standstill. So thanks, COVID. But there's a kind of interesting thing that happened, which is I had a fever dream, like an actual like fever dream for the first time that I can remember. I know I've had fevers before, of course, and I've been like in a delirious state before, but I don't really remember any dreams from there. But like this one isn't really that interesting. It was basically just a reflection of what I was feeling in real life. It was literally just me in I dreamt that I was still in Las Vegas, but without any air conditioning or like shade. So like the 107-degree sun was just beaming down on me at all times, and it was actually just awful. Like I felt it it felt so hot, and it was actually so awful. But thankfully, I in the dream I did get relief, which was going to an ice. This sounds fake, like it doesn't exist, but it does for some reason. I saw them in Vegas a lot, but these things called ice bars, where the whole gimmick is that you're just in a really cold place. You're just in a cold place, and it's just like a bar. At least that's my understanding of it. So it was like heaven. I got By the end of the dream, I was about to go in the ice bar. I did not, but like my mind was relieved enough, I guess, for me to wake up. But like that dream was like, even though it wasn't really a nightmare or anything, it was just probably one of the worst dreams I've had that I can remember. It was so awful. It felt so hot, and it just felt like the sun was just beaming into my head. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense that I dreamed that while I had a fever and while my internal body temperature was very hot. So yeah, that happened, and I guess I did jump around a lot, but I guess that brings us to today, where I woke up with an actually awful sore throat. I was like, after coughing, my throat was in so much pain. Like I was worried that I had like strep throat or something. It was really bad. But thankfully, um, we had a lot of like cough drops. We had a lot of tea, which really, really helps. And we have this like medicine, which is like a tea, and it has like a bunch of like pain killing like medicine and stuff in it. That's brewed into a tea. It tastes pretty good. And I had that, and yeah, I really thought that I could not, there was no shot that I could ever record today. But towards the end, not towards the end, it's noon, which is, it's noon. That's crazy. I did wake up at 4, so it makes sense why it feels like I've been awake so long. But that's crazy. I that is only 12. It's only 12:27 p.m. I still have like half a day more, which is insane. But anyway, hopefully this doing this doesn't make it worse. If I do wake up with a really bad sore throat again tomorrow morning, I'm just going to relax. I'm not going to talk like the whole day. I'm not gonna record or anything. I'm probably not even gonna play any games. I'm probably just gonna like chill and like watch YouTube for like the rest of tomorrow. But yeah, that's COVID adventures. Technically, they're not, the COVID adventures are not over yet. I have not tested negative, but god damn it. But I think it all goes up from here. Knock on wood. I've been knocking on so much wood. Um, that analogy sounds a little bit wrong when said that way, but let's hopefully it just get better from here, and I'm able to actually start my do my upload schedule from here on. And I can actually talk about my damn trip, which was really cool. Sorry about the crunching and all that, and the very long lengths of silence in between sentences sometimes. But I'm sick. I can no longer be at fault for anything by when I am still currently sick. So you can never make fun of me for anything ever. Until I get better, of course. But then, like, the opposite is true, where if I die, then you can make fun of me after, like, a grace period. But we'll go over that in episode 1000 when I'm, like, 90 years old. So yeah, the past couple days have been fun. Not really, but like honestly, after the trip, I kind of realized how boring my normal life is, man. During the trip, I just got flooded with so many stimuli, so many cool things to look at. Like I saw a damn polar bear. Like that's crazy. But now probably should not have just probably should not have started a sentence with while with bottle in hand, ready to crunch on some ice, so that you're just left waiting in anticipation. But yeah, but now when I'm currently back from the trip, which was very exciting, I saw so many things. I after like I quote unquote recovered, not really. After I felt better and had like a again quote unquote normal day. Yeah, my life's fucking boring. Like grinding Isaac and like Celeste and like GD. Like what the hell? Is so boring, man. But yeah, I definitely want to step up my life a little bit after that shit. I'm I'm still excited for stuff that I will do post COVID, post COVID mini arc. But yeah, for now I'm just kind of stuck, which is unfortunate, but at least I can still talk while I'm not even playing right now. I can talk over pre recorded gameplay footage with no mouse, with no mouse clicks at all. And I can publish it and feel like I did at least one thing that was creatively fulfilling for a day. But hey, at least like I got like an extra filler episode out of the COVID arc. It's not even really filler. COVID's kind of a big deal, but I get one like in between episode before I just go off and talk about the amazing and pog things that will be like a, like two episodes per state that I was in, like per section of the trip. It probably won't be like that. It probably won't be that stretched out, but that's still like three whole episodes where I will not struggle a lot with coming up with stuff to talk about. So hopefully, as soon as next Star Grinding episode, you'll hear me with normal, enthusiastic voice doing the intro, not coughing, going on rants about how no one in fucking Vegas was wearing a mask, like, at all. That'll be a fun little tangent to go on. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. It's kind of sucked. And it's also like like two of the streamers that I watch also like just got sick like recently also, which is kind of sucks because that's less content to watch because obviously they're not streaming if they have damn COVID. But my brain has been expanding. I've been binging a lot of Tom Scott lately, which greatly expands my brain. Um, and a lot of Vsauce. So I'm in sacrifice of my regular physical health. My brain develops the most wrinkles it ever has in a short span of time. Oh my god, I know I said I wouldn't like go on a rant this this episode, and it doesn't even have anything to do with the real life. It's literally just the name of this level. So it's not even important at all. But I hate GD level names, dude. Okay, I don't. You can't get too energized. You can't get too passionate. You can't get too riled up talking about this. But oh my god, if there was like a substance called uncreativity, I would mine it. If there was a cryptocurrency called uncreativity, I could just get the most bag I've ever gotten from levels that are rated in this game, dude. It's actually so it this is the definition of mild of the r slash mildly infuriating subreddit, but like the song is called Red Haze. So what do? You log on to thithos.com because you actually can't think of any words ever. You type in red, scarlet. You type in haze, mist. Oh, it's my new level is called Scarlet Mist, even though the color scheme of the level was not even that much red. Like it pisses me off way too much for how insignificant a problem is. But oh my, like I get and dude, don't even get me started on sequel names, dude. I mean, like you don't have to be the most creative. I have respect for artificial ascent, digital descent, and cybernetic ascent. But like I can't think of anything right now. Like put make the sequel called just the level name with a 2 at the end. I'm fine with that. That's completely fine. It's not creative at all, but at least it's not like, oh, I'm so quirky. I'm going to make the sequel of this level the same name, but it's backwards. It's like it's so quirky. Like I'm so smart. I just came up with this level, and then they go off and write poems about how you need to wear a mask in private public places. That didn't make any sense. And I'm also making up a person in my head, but like, yeah, it's actually, it's just like, be creative, please. Like, a little bit. Like, come on. I know, like, you're gonna argue, like, I'd rather have, like, uh, I don't know, man. What, I've been so out of touch with GD lately that I don't even, I don't even know a good example anymore. But there are a ton, dude. There are a ton. It's actually so annoying. It is also not even that much of a problem. Like, it's just that there's that midway between completely uncreative and good level name, where it's an uncreative level name that people think is so clever, even though they obviously don't, because I'm making up people in my head. But I don't know. It just annoys me so much. It might be just a bad take because people who play GD are all like 12 anyway. But dude, I actually get so mad. I'm actually so mad that I can't think of good examples right now because um there are so many and I just can't think of any. I like don't even like you think I hate people that just use thesaurus.com. Don't even get me started on people who, dude, here's like low death. I hate that name, dude. Oh, this one is kind of acceptable because it's just a meme level. It's not serious, but just like the 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 concept of that name infuriates me. Like, oh, the level I'm referencing is called High Life. Let's just make it the opposite. Make the two words the opposite, and it's I'm so clever. I mean, I'll give it a pass because it's like a meme level, and Kermal himself even hates that level, so I can't be too mad. That's the only one I can think of, which was a bad example. God damn it, the video ended. uh, let's just put it 2 minutes, like 2 minutes, a minute back. I hate that the only example that I can think of is a bad one because, dude, like, mm, it's I hate it. Like when I was recording this, like you couldn't hear me obviously, but when I got to the name Scarlet Mist, I was just really angry for like the entire my entire time playing the level, and I know this is unrational. It doesn't make any sense and it's unnecessary, but god damn it, I need to rant. I have COVID. I can never be wrong ever. you disagree with someone with a life-threatening disease? I almost died yesterday. That's not true at all. And not to make light of people who've actually died of COVID, but it's still like something I'm taking seriously. And like, I know I'm recording this right now, but also I'm kind of just testing the water. So don't actually cancel me. Although you can't cancel me because I'm sick, obviously. But now, as you've seen this footage of me playing this level for the third time now, I guess I should do my outro. uh, you know what? Yeah, I'll just do it now. I'm just ending this level, and hopefully I time it impeccably. Well, with that, I hope you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. God damn it, that wasn't good at all. Fuck.